Hello. Hope everyone's doing okay. Let me just, Oop, wrong one. Oop, there we are. I'm just going to put the volume down on my headset. I hope the fan isn't obvious in the background. It's starting to get hot, which means fan time. Hello, Scarf. Hope you're doing well. And also, hello, Ralix. Now, I think I have everything pretty much set up. As far as I can tell, anyway. Which is good. About time I actually get on top of doing that sort of stuff, but hey ho. And yeah, okay. I pretty much can start right away. There we go. Did you already hear they announced an Arknights PC client? Oh, no, I actually didn't hear, surprisingly. It might have been mentioned in the Discord and I didn't see it, but that's honestly going to be quite good because, oh man, Nox is, even though it's the client that they recommend, it's not that good. I'm going to turn the volume down just a little bit more. But no, yeah, if they're going to do an actual dedicated client for Arknights, that would honestly be amazing. That's kind of what's needed, in my opinion. He also announced 4 different collabs. Okay, interesting. I'm gonna have to try and find that stream at some point. Unfortunately, news of that stream sort of went over my head. I didn't hear it was going to happen. And again, it's probably just a case of I missed it in all of the relevant chats, which does happen quite a bit these days. I thought they recommend Google nowadays. They might do, to be honest. To be fair, when I say they recommend Nox client, that's because that's what was recommended on their website when I downloaded it, which was now like 2-3 years ago. So, you know, take anything I say with a pinch of salt when it comes to the past. But yeah, I think we are good. I'm just going to double check. According to YouTube, I'm still on the starting soon screen. No, okay, I'm not. I was getting concerned for a moment. It wouldn't surprise me if they started recommending Google, though, because apparently the Google emulator is relatively good. It's been a while. Just check out Kiosvod. He does a good job going over everything and translation. Yeah, that's true. But in the meantime, I'm going to be starting the new event, which I've been really looking forward to. I really liked the Il Siracusano event, and so having another one in Siracusa is definitely something I've been looking forward to ever since I knew they were going to do another one. I just had to double check because I quit using my computer to play when I got a tablet, so I didn't know what was recommended anymore. Did you pull for Lapland, the unemployed? I did pull. I've used what I had available, which is basically the free 10 pull that it gives us and the freebies. And I'm just sort of... Actually, I think I have 2,000 or so Originate Prime, so I might do a 10 pull towards the end of the stream, just to see what we get. Because who knows, maybe streamer luck comes in. But yes, I've been looking forward to playing this event, and I'm glad it's finally here. I did see the animation because they played it in the loading screen, which surprised me. I know someone did mention that before, but I was very surprised to see it. Which means I don't know if it's going to show now, which is unfortunate. Oh, it is a show.
I kept you waiting, huh? Did you miss me, Siracusa? done with me.
They've really gotten so good with their animations. Oh, the guitar. Fights being choreographed as dance is something I really like. And it just did that so well, making it like look like a waltz. Look like a waltz, rather. Oh, there's the ult.
I welcome you to the Carnevale.
Fucking hell. Oh, this is going to be fun. But yes, we are going with... I just remembered about your channel. Hello, hope you're doing well. I portatori de velluti. I hope I pronounced that like at all. Each time you open up with an event screen, you will hear Lapland laugh. Oh, I was hoping that was going to be the case. Quadrilia. I'm not sure. I've forgotten all of the individual pronunciations of letters, which is going to make things incredibly difficult. On the bright side, I can sort of understand some of the things. Yeah. Programma della Parata and Fiera della Meraviglie Notturne. That's right, the G makes a Y sound, right? If I remember correctly, and inside... As your world law? It's coming. I might be making considerable changes. But in the meantime, we will be looking at this one, the Metropolitans. That's the first part. Oh, I can't quite see the rest of it. It looks like they're still going with the movie vibes, which was good. Anyway, New Urban Management Act. the Urban Management Act of Nova Volsini, which is the same place as before, if I remember correctly, is hereby passed into law. Welcome to a new era for Siracusa citizens. Oh, for Siracusa citizens. Here we go. November 5th, 11... Yeah, 1100. That's cool, okay. Also, those masks look so cool. Is everybody here? Yeah, that's right. It wasn't in the city, but they were making it there, or they were doing something there, commissioning it there, something like that. Hello, Night Eater. Hope you're doing well. Look behind you. The whole street belongs to us. An awe-inspiring pack of walls. Good. No one should miss the Carnevale. The weapons? The secret weapon caches have been opened by the Don's order. Guns, bombs, staves, crossbows, everything is fair game. The first time I read this timeline confused me. God, I should have paid more attention to the date and time. Yeah. Good, but remember, the most important thing, keep your mask on. Nobody cares who's behind the mask, which familia you're from. Nothing you do will be punished. Carnevale, Siracusa's greatest festival. Now, the only thing I'm not sure about, is it Carnevale or is it Carnevale? Because I don't think they drop pronunciation for letters. Cut down our foes. All the familia that oppose us will be swept aside. Nothing shall stand in our way in Siracusa. What about the officials of the city hall? They're even worse than the other familia. Those slugs that keep babbling about their lofty ideals. The courthouse is right there behind us. They can sit and watch in that proud white tower of theirs, or get a crossbow bolt in their throat if they don't behave. I like the sound of that. Do you smell it in the wind? It's the smell of blood, just waiting for the chance to spill. Tonight, there is no grey hall. There are no laws, no rules, no order. Tomorrow, there will be a new order in Siracusa, starting with this new city. Uh-oh. Or maybe not. Alright, I think the speech has gone on for long enough. Okay. How you do? I'm Noemi, trainee officer at the Nova Vols. Why do I always struggle with Volsini? It's not even that difficult of a word. For some reason, something about it always makes me misread it. Anyway, the Nuova Volsini Police Department. Look around you. There is nowhere to run. I'm guessing we've kind of reached that point that we did in the real world, where the golden age of mafia, of crime families got towards its end. And it's reaching a point where they're no longer ungovernable. At least that's my guess anyway. They don't have the law enforcement under their thumb as much as they had before. According to the new Urban Management Act, even members of the Dodici Familia must undergo a background check and standard registration prior to entering Nova Vosilny. Your previous acts of violence are on record, and the violence that you are planning will not go unpunished. Illegal ownership and usage of weapons is a serious crime. Where do you think you are? Here, Nova Volsini has no place for Familia. Cut. Okay. I thought I had it all memorized. I don't know why. There are only a few days until the Carnevale, Naomi. We need to finish this soon. Sorry, I didn't think that my first task as a trainee would be shooting a movie. Are you nervous because of the camera, or because the scene in front of you looks real? If it's the former, look at these blokes here. I'm nervous that they'll let slip the names of their favourite pizzerias while trying to say their lines. I worked at my papa's pizzeria before I started police school. Anyway, you look good on screen and have a decent memory. You're the best one for the job. If it's the latter, you're a graduate of the Siracusa's first police academy. You're going to have to stare into the eyes of the wise guys at some point. It's your job. Both, I guess. I promised Papa that I'd finish my training and become a cop. I'll get my job done, whatever it is. Please, let me have another go. All right. Venezians? Here we go for another take. 3, 2, 1, action. Hey, these two again. Thrilling conversation. What do you think? What answer would you like to hear? Maybe the actors playing the mafiosi should act more intimidating. Show just how far Nova Volsini has come. Or maybe you don't like how Venezia trucking is involved in the filming. But at least they have not attempted to challenge Nova Volsini's new Urban Management Act. They're just providing employees as extras. And they didn't even ask for ad space in their promotional video. You know, I'm not doing this because I like it. I don't know, you look pretty happy about the... you look pretty happy in the limelight. Senor, it's almost time to shoot your speech. Oh, is it Senor or Senore? I'm never sure. Yeah, Senore, isn't it? Because Senor is Spanish. No. Be right there. Or is it... Oh, I can never... I'll make sure they know I'm just the acting mayor. Not for long, though. A grand festival, formal inauguration as mayor, a promotional video, your face in every corner of the city, so that no one would miss it. We've talked about this, Lavinia. It's probably just me, but it threw me off the first time I saw Leon's new sprite. It's like they just randomly slap things together. I think it's probably more so that it's kind of just a standard suit. We've done a lot in this new city. We founded a new city hall, enacted a new Urban Management Act, and put into place policies that exclude the mafioso order. But we have yet to face the big questions head-on from Signora Cecilia and the other familia that have designs on the new city. Is there a better time than now? Here, at the 1-year anniversary of Nova Volsini, we have invited all citizens, even friends from abroad, to come to Nova Volsini. We've revived the word Carnevale, or Carnevale, I'm not sure, which has not been used in the last half-century, and given it new meaning in order to demonstrate this country can and will change. The old things that bind us, and will change the old things that bind us, rather. And it starts with this city. But how will painting a target on your back contribute to all that you've said? We need a banner. And the Familia of Siracusa are waiting for a target that they can attack and harm. Just because the Familia have kept a low profile doesn't mean they've given up on controlling the city. They have their eyes on you. I'm not afraid of them. I won't let them have their way, not again. I know how you feel, Leon, but what we need right now is not a reckless declaration of war. You need to protect yourself. I don't want to see you... Signore, are you ready? Coming. The trucks will have to be returned to the Union as soon as the shooting is done. They're needed for the festival preparations. I know. Half a day is as much as the Union can give us. Don't worry, it's all been arranged. I need to go. A lot to do at the courts. Is there trouble? Nothing major, some issues with a few companies' registrations. Their nose for loopholes in the law would put my law school classmates to shame. About dinner. There's leftover pasta in the fridge. Help yourself. No, what I mean is... I promised to join Dimitri for dinner tonight. I can't avoid him forever. Okay, so he's still around. Take care of yourself, Leon. Keep an eye on the camera's indicator lights, Signor. We can begin when you're ready. All right. Good evening, citizens. It is my honor to speak to you today as a citizen of Nova Volsini. I bring you an invitation. Welcome to a new era for Siracusa. That's this remark, no one can tell me there aren't a couple. Oh yeah, that certainly has something, isn't there? Here. I had to walk 5 blocks and stand in the queue to buy this salami. And this wine is the best from Nonno's collection. It is not in any shape to drink anymore. Good little tailor, you're a good kid. There's so little to do at night in Nova Volsini. In the old days, on a night like this. Oh god, okay. Cut it out, Lucino. So damn dumb. I warned you last time when you tried to show off the jargon you learned from the movies. Imitating a mafioso doesn't make you one. Besides, just get real and stick to tailoring. Yes, sir. Alright, you got your wine and salami. I gotta go. Going already? I thought you'd be pestering us for stories about the Familia again. Nono found out that I was hanging out with you. He doesn't want... And you want to be somebody? What are you doing outside, Lucino? The cops are stepping up their patrols ahead of the Carnevale. Don't let them catch you roaming on the streets. Nono's calling. That old man. Everybody respected us and feared us back in the day. And now we're letting an old tailor like Umberto walk all over us. Sure, follow the rules or whatever you end up. Or wherever you end up, rather. But the rule of Nuova Volsini is to throw all the old rules out. Even big familia with a seat on the Grey Hall like the Zaluzzo have to keep their tail firmly between their legs here. How times have changed. Zaluzzo. I'm going in. No. The suit's already packed. You remember where to deliver it to, right? Yeah. Come back right away if the customer doesn't have any requests after trying it on. Okay. I know this is a special client, and I know you've always wanted to meet the real VIPs. I know. You've said it many times. I'll get your medicine on the way and come back as soon as I've made the delivery. Don't worry, just get some rest. Change is happening around us. Slowly but surely, we can all see it. We are taking back what should have been ours all along. Our lives, our courage. The burden of history weighs heavy. Sometimes we find our feet mired in the past. But we will keep walking. We will never stop. We are still strong. We started early. I did give some forewarning at about 2 or 3 hours before starting. I changed it to 7 PM instead of 8 PM. Hello. Quite the outfit for a truck driver. I came here first. You're cutting the line. Cutting in line would have worked as well. Hypergriff, mate. Living for sure. My life is yours. Unfortunately, I don't know of many gacha games that ever make relationships canon. No matter how much the writers imply it. Which I suppose, to be fair, kind of makes sense. The sort of... I was going to say obsession, it's not really obsession, but the fans of gachas, they're kind of not too dissimilar to idol fans, so you won't make people to believe that they can have a character. Which company do you represent, sir? I'm with the Truckers Union. I have important documents that I need Judge Lavinia to take care of today. I have an appointment with her. Do people wear helmet while driving trucks? I was kind of wondering that. I mean, I suppose she could have come here by bike. I imagine trying to drive a truck into this area would be a little bit awkward. Although, to be fair, it would not be the first time someone drove a truck to a court. Hehe. How important? Will it bring hundreds of millions of florins in investments to Nuova Volsini? Well, no. Then it's nothing particularly urgent. I suggest that you remain patient while important business is being discussed behind those doors, involving numbers that you cannot even fathom. That's the biggest contribution you can make to the city. I must remind you, Judge Lavinia, that the law is founded upon the principle of fairness, and no one should receive special treatment. It is difficult not to suspect that you frequently target companies under the Saluzzo banner out of your own prejudice against us. You say prejudice? It is past 9 in the evening, Signore. Did you think I volunteered to do overtime unpaid and go through the ordeal of sitting in a room with you just so I could satisfy my prejudice? He's kind of got you there, mate. Here is Saluzzo Vino's previous submission for their new winery, which lists 130 security personnel. Here is the revised submission, which instead lists 30 logistics personnel, 50 winemakers, and 50 technical personnel. You don't have to respect me, Signore, but the least you could do is respect the new Urban Management Act and have a modicum of common sense. What will it take for you to stop breathing down our neck? Easy. Nova Volsini welcomes any honest business with open arms, but there is no place here for any dishonest familia. It looks like he can sell his wine to Lifanian, Columbia, even Ursus for all I care. But not a single shelf in Nova Volsini will carry wine bearing the label of Saluzzo's new winery until it passes the qualification audit. But this is, ironically good timing, isn't it? I'll give it to you, Judge Lavinia. Not one government or court employee has dared talk to us like this in the entire history of Siracusa. The law of Nova Volsini bends to no one. Get used to it, or things are going to get harder for you. I've already wasted too much time with Saluzzo's wines today, Signore. Kindly remove yourself from my office, and remove your men from the door, because they're in the way of that lady outside. She just knows these things. The moment someone enters her courthouse, she knows everything about them. Hello, Merwind. Hope you're doing well. Well, so hello, Coral. I've completely missed you in the list of stuff. I'm, well, enjoying it so far. We're still on the first story bit, but I'm liking the story so far. I'm liking this sort of, well, I was going to say post-familiar society, but it isn't really, because it's only the one city, but still. So hello, Kiri. I heard the impertinence that you showed towards her. She deserves an apology. And he gone. Tired after gardening and dreading work tomorrow. Honestly, same. I'm going to be back to work tomorrow after the holidays, so yeah. Good evening, Judge Lavinia. Sorry to take up your time, but please, take a look at this. It's a dispatch record of the Truckers' Union in recent days, recording the driver, cargo, route, and time of every dispatch. I love the helmet have ears. I mean, it does kind of make sense, because having them flat would be very uncomfortable. Although I imagine it doesn't give you much room to move as well, but at least it's not being pressed down. Would also technically act as a relatively good opening for ventilation as well when you think about it, because they'll be catching a decent amount of wind. Wasn't start 8 PM? Yes, I did change it to 7 PM, but I did put like a notification out on the waiting room, and a refresh would have changed the time. But yeah, I should have mentioned it in the Discord as well, but at that point I had closed the app, so I haven't been on it today. What is that thing in front of her shorts? It is... I think the Americans call them suspenders, but we don't call them that in English. I forgot what it's called, but we don't call them suspenders. That's something completely different. It's kind of like an overall type thing. It goes around the shoulders to keep it up. In this case, it's an actual overall. It's like a mechanics overall. Well, not really a mechanics one. It's actually made of denim because it looks like jeans. But yeah, it's an overall type thing. But it's been disconnected, or at least on one side, so it's hanging over. There's so much that it took quite a while to put together. I would like you to review it. The art itself looks very dynamic. Yeah, I feel like it might have made a little bit more sense if there was a background. But otherwise, yeah, you can see it's sort of like it's out, and maybe it's sort of like moving or something. I don't know. English, also known as English Not Butchered, except Karma and Karma uses it. Yeah, fair. I think there was this funny meme a while back. It's like, you know how there's Chinese traditional, Chinese simplified? There was one where it was basically the same window, but it had English traditional and English simplified, and obviously, you know, the British and American flags, and I still find that funny to this day. Thanks, it's very detailed, but why are you asking me to review it? You said logistics around the Carnevale is really important, and to be on guard of smugglers. Yes, but it was just a reminder. Besides, you're the president of the Truckers Union. Oh god, how do I pronounce that? Is that... Irene? Isn't that just Irene? But like the Italian way of saying it. You can make your own judgment. Oh, you recognize me? It's not like we haven't met before. The most diligent driver in Nova Volsini. Well, that's a praise coming from Siracusa and their driving. And the most trusted leader of the Nova Volsini freight workers and truck drivers mutual aid association. That is a mouthful. And here I thought all of the Polish organizations, or the Kazimierzian organizations, I should say, were a mouthful. Did you see the new operators in the store? You mean as in the outfits? Or do you mean the banner? It's always going to be just Truckers Union to us. Yes, please, just call it that. Without workers and drivers like you, there would be no Nova Volsini. You should all be proud of yourselves. No new red certs. Oh! I have not checked that, no. To be honest, half the time I forget that it exists. Oh, did I... No, I didn't. I did read that. Thank you. I'll take the report. Thank you for your vigilance. I trust your judgment. Is there anything else? Well, the list of new truck drivers that we submitted last week hasn't been approved yet. I would like to provide my assurance for one of the names on the list. You understand, Irene, why we're very thorough about background checks for truck drivers. Of course, I know. Logistics is very important to Nova Volsini. But we can't give the Familia a chance to get their foot in. A reproba from Ursus with almost no social relations, and whose past is virtually unknown. You do see my concern, right? I promise, she has nothing to do with the Mafia, and she's a great driver. Her resume is like this because she's had some hard luck. She really, really needs a job right now. I'm thinking, Judge Lavinia, the laws of Nova Volsini protect us from the Mafia when our citizens need help. Perhaps... Oh, I didn't mean to pressure you. You should deal with it whatever way you see fit. You're too wound up, Irina. I can see that you're trying to keep your distance from me. I really like you and Signor Bellone, Judge Lavinia. I really do. Thanks. Same for Sommer. Sommer? The driver who came with you to Nova Volsini. The one always with a lighter in his hand. You remember? He's my best friend. We came to Nova Volsini a year ago. Back then, City Hall's notice about the Truckers' Union had been up for half a month, but no one dared to apply, fearing Mafia reprisals. Sommer and I read it a few times and were about to leave when you and Signor Bellone stopped us. You stood before the notice longer than anyone else. We came because we couldn't stay in Sicilia. I remember what you said to me. I don't mean to make this awkward, but my life would be very different without you. I know you don't want the companies, to interfere in Nova Volsini's logistics, and I know they haven't given up on it. The result, however, is that the Truckers' Union has become the only legal transportation organisation, and it's growing by the day. All our drivers have something in their past that they're not proud of, before they came to Nova Volsini. Anyway, we're looking for a fresh start, a second chance. That's why you don't want to be seen to be too close to the City Hall or the courts. Guess. I know, there are many things that will take time to get there. But I promise you that the Mafia will never get a foothold in the Truckers' Union. So that's going to be what happens about halfway through the event then. And I voted for Signor Bellone when he ran for mayor. Everyone can see how well he's done as acting mayor for the past year. I'm sure... Oh, that kind of grumble. Oh, haven't had dinner yet? I'm fine, I'm not hungry yet. Bruh. I still have some pizza here. If you don't mind that it's gotten a little cold. Blasphemous. I can't possibly eat cold pizza. My pizza? My computer's getting very hot for some reason. Think of it as helping me out. It's too much for me to finish on my own, and we can't very well talk about work on an empty stomach, can we? Hot pizza is fine. It is horrific. I mean, I don't mind it. It's fine, but it's just like, I prefer food that should be warm to be warm. That's all. Besides, there's no greater crime in Siracusa than letting good, authentic pizza go to waste. Well, that we can all agree with. If you put it that way, I guess it would be rude to refuse. Ugh. Tell me more about the present state of the Truckers' Union, Irina. Oh, okay. Average pizza sauce last month is up 5 times from the previous month. Oh, I mean dispatches. And this... and this pizza sauce is really good. God damn it. Maybe we should finish our dinner first. God, I was thinking, oh, that's weird, talking about pizza sauce in specifically. friend once said something that really left an impression on me. Our power comes from the very lives we have created. Our power will protect all that we have built. November 5th, 1100, 10:52 PM. Oh, it's these two. That's the 5th slice of pizza and 3rd glass of juice that you just eliminated. Are you that hungry? Just shut up and drink this concentrated juice. Ah, yes, juice. Because why? It's so damn sour. If we screw up this mission because this swill makes me throw up, whose head am I going to give the boss? Yours? Lapland's personal team rocket. Honestly, yes. That is pretty much it. They're the real Laurel and Hardy. Or the Chuckle Brothers. Live with it. I just picked it up off the shelf. Nobody uses this frontage road anyway. Besides, it's just transporting a bunch of tires. What could go wrong? I need to get worked up about an unimportant job like this. I'm tired of listening to your complaints for the past 2 months, Gambino. Haven't you figured out our new boss yet? Trying too hard to show off in front of him will only have the opposite effect. What could go wrong? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, goddammit. Fresh meat like us needs to prove ourselves, not with talk, but with actual results from jobs. Even these unimportant ones. Well, I knew the model employee, Capone. I know. I'm too used to the way the Americans say it. Which I think I said last time as well. I thought you would at least show a little bit of, I don't know, shame. There's hardly any place for the Sicilian in Siracusa these days. I'm not a Sicilian anymore. It's your shame, not mine. I just want to get my Nova Volsini citizenship sooner than rather than later. All the work I put in over the past 6 months, all the guarantee money I paid, and I'm only halfway to the required points. Halfway? You've got 50 points more than I do? Have you been doing community service while I wasn't looking? Oh, the horror. That's your crap, Gambino. We're in our last chance and you know it. Keep your eyes sharp on the street. It should be coming any time now. You got any pizza left? Give me one. Canso, it's cold now. How do you even manage to eat this? There we go! I was saying it's been a while since we've seen the polar bear guy. I think he was a polar bear anyway, if I remember correctly. In that's 11 PM. Oh, where was it? It was Kazmierz, right? They were the he was the mechanic. Still holding out for a spots altar. That would honestly be quite good. Why is it shaking? Ah, I'm late. Oh, speaking of, you're late, Leon. I'm sorry, it's been a really busy day. Still working on your inaugural speech? Well, that too. We're planning a birthday party for the entire city. It's not quite the same as planning a party at home, is it? It's 1 AM, so I have to sleep, but it turns out that I didn't see Leon's collar, and that's why his neck looked longer too. Yeah, good point. But also, have a good sleep. I'm surprised. You still remember. Of course I do. Did you think I was going to forget how you bought ginger ale instead of beer for the banquet and pocketed the difference to buy a car? Well, I guess that did happen. You sound distracted, Dimitri. Do I? It's nothing. I guess it's been too long since we last saw each other. Take care on your way, Leon. Might have taken that as a threat if we weren't in Nova Volsini. Enough joking and hurry up. I'm waiting at the seat by the window. Leon Tutso hangs up. Now, which mafia movie is it where they get attacked in the restaurant? Well, I think there's a couple of them, but as in like an actual, like, proper restaurant and not like a front restaurant. He has not seen the man on the other end of the phone for a year now. He knows that he knows what he wants and how to decline his offer. Leon Tutso shakes his head at the thought of the reunion, which promises to be a less than pleasant one. A beam of light shines on his face. Okay, that's very pretty art. I really like that one. Also, just damn the eyes. Do you have the slightest idea how little that narrows it down? Okay, good point. What the? Who drives like that? A Siracusan? In the real world. Wait, that vehicle. Hey, what's going on with my steering wheel? Keep your distance, it's dangerous. Out of the way, make way for the stretcher. Signore, can you hear me? Hang in there, the ambulance is almost here. At this point, I would like to point out that it is kind of strange that they didn't have, you know, bodyguards. Just looking at some stuff. There we go. Where am I? Stay still, Signore. You've lost a lot of blood. Who is that? The last thing Leon Tutsu remembers before he loses consciousness is a blurry yellow silhouette. A taxi. The Carnevale has brought countless visitors from Siracusa and beyond to Nova Volsini. Oh, damn. This taxi does not seem different from any other that carries visitors across the city. And there's the music. This is the music from the first event. Fake taxi, oh god. Yeah, this is the music from the first event, right? Except for the great, strange shadow that it wears. Not cast by the towering buildings, nor a trick of the neon lights. It is the shadow of a wolf. No, 3 of them. 4 of them. The taxi slithers through the city like a ghost, carrying a wolf from the wilderness. I also like that Zado is the one that's was it funny? A, the taxi driver. B, let me make sure that I'm getting this correct. Zado is the big intimidating wolf spirit, right? And I just like the idea that he's having to tell Lapland to slow down. One of them, yeah. Yeah. Like, this is quintessential, the boss when it becomes part of your party. That is immortal, yes, that's the other thing. Lower Lapland. Another great piece of art. What? The ageless, deathless Signore de Lupe? Afraid of being thrown out of a car? I love everything about that. I love everything about the you know, big, impossible to, like, scare creature meets the absolutely insane character and is immediately intimidated by everything they do. So, hello, Azu. It's your car that I'm worried about. Keep driving it like this and it'll fall apart. We managed to get it fixed when it was just a bunch of scrap metal lying out there in the wilderness. It's strong, trust it. We got a minute in between. There is a video on the Arknights channel you should take a look at in between missions. Now that you remember me, about 30 or so seconds long. Okay. Or do you not trust my driving skills? I don't fool around with my own life, except when necessary. And Lacey Thiem sticking his head out of the window, yes. You don't want the police to find you and throw you in jail, or the mafia to find you and throw you into a meat grinder, do you? At least not yet. We're getting better at reading each other's minds, Sado. Lapland definition of trust me bro, it will work. I mean, she did drive a truck into a courtroom at one point. We still have the Carnevale to go to, after all. I thought you would scorn the Carnevale for lacking in revelry, seeing all the colourful lights and balloons that line the streets. Of course not. Carnevale had been a thing for centuries, dating back to when Siracusa was just a backwater province of Lifanian. The Lupo of Siracusa found that they were still relentless and uneasy, even after getting their own city and the order of the Familia. What stage are you on? Well, considering that we're an hour in, the first one, not even the beginning fight. As is typical Arknights tradition. And so, for the first few days in a year, the Familia run amok in the city, settling scores, fighting over territory, or simply engaging in wanton violence. Ah, of course. It is, the Purge. What do you mean soon we'll have a 3-hour-long cutscene? Assault, arson, robbery, murder, everything was fair game as long as you had your mask on. The first thing Signora Cecilia did when she came to power was to abolish the festival. But Nova Volsini has persuaded her to permit its revival. They hope that reviving the festival without the brutality and cruelty would give this blank slate of a city a new meaning, and a sense of belonging for the people who have come to seek out a new life. Is that not Carnevale, a wonderful thing? Have we gotten into poetry now? Your showmanship is beyond mortal help, Lapland. Just excited about it. I promise that the Reborn Festival will be an unforgettable one for everyone, the Lupi included. I hope you remember our agreement. This round is coming to a close. Do not disappoint me, Lapland. As I said, our battle will continue for thousands upon thousands of years. Well, strap in and hang on. Oh dear, this is going to be delightfully chaotic. Well, it's been generous with us today in giving us a tutorial before making us do the stage without it. And yes, I am still salty about that. The gimmick is kind of annoying. I mean, wasn't the first one kind of annoying as well? Firework launcher. After ignition begins Carnevale, periodically dealing arts damage to all allies and enemies within range. Everything is invisible, is it? Well, that explains the cutscene. Well, not the cutscene, the animation where everyone was shrouded. Well, I mean, I guess it makes sense because they're all in masks. You can't tell who's who. Basically ignores it always. Till the fireworks go off. Right, that kind of makes sense. Okay, I'll do this one. Let's see. Lapland without chaos is Lapland. Lapland without chaos is like Cal without expanding cutscene with a 5-hour lecture. I mean, true. Oh, there we go.
I'm listening.
Nice. Carnevale is about to begin, and we'll be able to see the fireworks show soon. Yes, the fuse has already been lit. When the flames reach the fireworks, they will automatically ignite, and Carnevale will begin. You must be cautious of enemies trying to halt Carnevale in its tracks. Ah, okay, so it's... I mean, this is basically kind of the same thing that's been going on for a while now. We've had quite a few of these kinds of events where it's something that moves, and then being near something makes it, you know, lose its momentum. I can see why people ignored it as usual, because it is basically just the same thing. Nope. Hello, Exvius. Hope you're doing well. Oh, that crowd just walked by near... that crowd that just walked by nearly extinguished the fuse. Damn it, the enemy is hiding in the crowd. I can't tell who's stepping on the fuse. I assume we got Lapland Altar? Unfortunately, not yet. Would like to, but it is all based on what I get, because I don't do I don't pay for the roles. Leave it to me. It's also kind of like yeah, there it is. Well, at least you don't have to wait to see. Oh,
There you are.
ice cream van. Takes less damage, takes up to 3. Okay, so it's like the cars from the other event. Hey, the pizza delivery cart. Oh, it's like pizza. Oh yeah, it's got the thing there. Ran over the fuse, and the flame is getting weaker. That was no accident, if you ask me. It seems the heavier the enemies are, the more likely they are to extinguish the flames. Meanwhile, I'm waiting for the global version of Persona 5 Phantom X to come out. Oh, I thought that was already out. Unless I'm thinking of a different Persona. They just revealed a Persona 3 Reload collab. Oh, that's one of the collabs that was mentioned for this game, wasn't it? Yeah, I did see that. I saw I think it was like the banner reveal, I'm not sure.
There you are.
Persona Phantom X is the Persona Gacha. Oh, okay. Sure, the food cart takes up 3 block counts. We'll have to let it pass for now. Just put a defender in. If the flame goes out, it'll take some time to light it again, and Carnevale will be delayed. We need more personnel to stop the enemies. Nope. Makoto Yuki is first phase banner, apparently. Okay, interesting. Reinforcements have arrived. We'll help you protect the flame.
What a waste of time.
The urge to do a Russian accent there was very great. What's going on? It seems like we can't damage the food cart at all. It doesn't matter. For now, let's just try and hold it off. The fuse is almost gone. The fireworks will ignite in no time.
Cut them to pieces.
And I'm assuming once it does, do they get out of the thing? Maybe not. Yay, the fireworks are finally lit. Let Carnevale begin. During Carnevale, even if operators take fatal damage, they can continue to fight, but they can't be healed, and will not retreat from the field until Carnevale ends. Oh. During Carnevale, enemies also become more aggressive. All their attacks deal burn damage. However, they lose their invisibility and no longer gain damage reduction bonuses from food carts. That gives us a chance to take them down. Huh, I feel like my attacks have gotten stronger too. That's the effect of the Siracusa fireworks. All operators on the 8 tiles surrounding the fireworks will get attack bonuses. Oh, okay. But be careful, anyone, allies or enemies standing within the fireworks blast range will suffer burn damage. Okay, so you get hurt, but you get the extra damage. I mean, that's basically like the tile, except 1 damage. Fireworks that spread drugs. You know, that wouldn't surprise me. Fireworks amount is limited. Once they burn out, Carnevale will end. Uh-oh. The enemies are advancing toward the fireworks. They're trying to put them out to end the Carnival.
I can smell the game on the way. You don't seem to understand your situation here.
Oh.
You've fallen into my trap.
What a waste of time.
Uh-oh, I accidentally popped a balloon that was floating by. But it looks like popping balloons will extend the duration of the fireworks. Okay. That means as long as we keep popping balloons, the fireworks will keep going. And Carnevale won't end. Let's see who can pop more balloons. I'll go first.
We're not here to be courteous. Keep away.
Originium is used in explosives and that boosts art, so stuff that makes sense. Yeah, that does kind of make sense. Although I feel like if Originium was used in these kinds of explosives, would you have fireworks going off? Wouldn't that reduce? Wouldn't that produce particulates?
We're not here to be courteous.
Everyone have a good, peaceful talk now.
Workshop. Ah, okay, they're doing something like this then. Oh, hello. In Rainbow Six, they don't know what gunpowder is. Well, true, but there's got to be other explosive substances, rather. But even still, I mean, I guess... if there's a way of exploding Originium so that there's no bits of it left, I guess that would work. The coloured area is the fireworks range. In corresponding stage, you can choose a firework demo from the list. Okay. Ah. Right, okay. Okay. I know it's Crown Slayer, that's why I was like, oh, hello, because it's been a while since I've seen her. Okay, I'm gonna... Yes, it hasn't been saved because I want to see what it looks like first. Okay, so I want to make sure that there's 2 tiles there. There we go. So now when it goes off, it will not basically hit any of the enemies and only go down to these 2 tiles here. It'll get them on here and 2 there. Oh, there will be 1 there. But that's about it. Oh, was it? Let me have a look. I think they did mention it, but... Ah. Oh. That is actually quite clever. That's really well done. Okay. I like that. And that does confirm what I assumed was going to be the case. There will be 1 there. Okay, but that's basically a Defender Lapland and a Gavial. I mean, obviously this is a low-level stage, so it's not really needed, but, you know, that's basically what I would do in that scenario. But yeah, I'm actually quite impressed by that. Because normally you wouldn't be able to do that. You'd have to always go back and forth and stuff. I mean, I don't really know what I'm dealing with yet, so I'm just going to stick with this. That was kind of my, oh god, I need to get through the, get through the, other stage. What was it called? Oh, I forgot what it was called, the previous event. What are you shipping? Wine. Waybill number? SZ990183. What's the company? Sorry, I don't know what you mean. The goods you're hauling there, what corporation owns them? How's that hard to understand? You must be new. Doesn't understand how things work around here. Alright. Listen and learn. You should ask, what familia are you with? I'll say again. You... Sorry, signore. What's the company? Saluzzo Vino. Right. Your information checks out. Go on ahead. Don't look at me like that. And don't try to bring the old ways over here. Look at the sign above the port. It's just like, no mafia. Like, you know, like, as in, like, you know, no children or something you get in the bar. Those signs. No dogs. You're in Nova Volsini. Hey! Cinema. No dogs is racist. I suppose it would be in this world. But if I'm going to be completely honest, I thought that was an image at first. Like, it took me a while to realise that the grass was painted. Then on the other side of town, there's a sign that says, no Don, no service. Imagine the signs say no cat boy. Boss, you came just in time. I got something to discuss with you. We're not taking any trucks out today. We're gonna fix up the roads around camp. If Sandro blows another tyre next time he backs up, he'll have no one to blame but his own bad luck. Also, the custom-made tent has arrived. We're planning to set it up near the western exit. The new campsite is huge. There's room for the awning, water purification system, and barbecue grill. It's in a relatively quiet area, which should help the new recruits adjust more easily. I also added an outdoor projector screen so that the people in the camp can enjoy a little entertainment. When I have time, I'll go rent some Rankwood films. I still love that they're called Rankwood. I know what you're gonna say, no mafia flicks. By the way, I heard City Hall has already started building a new resettlement area. Well, they better hurry up, otherwise I might not want to move out when the time comes. Right now, the trucks can only park in the camp. Everyone has to live in the trucks. It's really inconvenient, especially for guys with families. But at least we don't have to deal with those big families anymore. These trucks belong to us. Standing together to protect them gives us a sense of security. Right. Sometimes I look at the camp over there and think, who would believe that this was a barren wasteland just a year ago? By the way, boss, why didn't you come back last night? You all distracted me. I almost forgot where I was going. What I was doing here, rather. Bring me the district heads. Sandro, Ginter, Sommer. Or is it Ginter? I don't know. Sommer isn't here. Huh? Isn't he off work today? I told him so many times already. I get why he wants to bring Guri to Nova Volsini for treatment as soon as possible. Guri is my little sister too. I told him I'd do my part to help. I told him to stop taking extra long hauls all the time. Boss, don't get mad. It's probably not what you think. What about the unlucky loner? She isn't here either. I haven't seen her since last night. That's weird. Whatever. Gather up, everybody still in camp. We need to help Judge Lavinia investigate some things. The sun is shining brightly. Interesting that this music is the one being used. All I need to do to make the catboy disappear is take my meds. Oh god. The core north area has turned the bustling street quiet. Bloodstains mingle with tyre tracks on the ground as police officers rush back and forth. Nova Volsini is not as rainy as the other cities in Siracusa. Without the rain to obscure it, the accident scene stands out all the more strikingly. Hello, Nickerel. Hope you're doing well. Have you made any more progress? The surveillance around here is broken, so we could not obtain any video footage. We were forced to scour the area for physical evidence. Well, you'd have to do that anyway. Here you can see the tyre marks left by Signor Bellone's car and the other vehicle that has since left the scene. The collision occurred at a corner where there's a bad blind spot. There's also a traffic light there though, so the two cars shouldn't have collided yet, and yet both veered oddly at almost the same moment. That's when Signor Bellone's car was struck by the other vehicle, which quickly fled the scene. It may have been a routine traffic accident, but we cannot exclude the possibility that it was... Well, the moment they ran, it becomes a hit and run. regardless of whether they intended to hit a vehicle or a person or not, the moment you flee the scene, it's considered a crime and no longer. Well, it's still considered a manslaughter if someone died, or still considered a thing, but still. A Google AI car collided with a Tesla Cybertruck. Oh god. The sad thing is that's probably going to be the history of news reports. Yes. Have you learned anything about our new mystery vehicle? It was driven by a crazy woman. It's just as we concluded last night. A large box truck. Oh, okay, that was the other vehicle. Of some sort. Oh, no. Oh, it's one of the truck people. I see. Delivery trucks, shuttle buses, fire trucks, specialized construction vehicles. Box trucks of this size are rare in Nova Volsini. I've already asked Irina to help me investigate. The truck drivers are much better equipped than we are to find clues. That's sad. Judge Lavinia, Signor Bellone. The fractures and internal bleeding have been addressed through surgery, but the severe concussion has left the patient in a coma, at least for now. In a sense, we can't say the patient is out of mortal danger yet. Will he recover? As a doctor, I will not promise anything. However, as a citizen of Nova Volsini, I sincerely hope Signor Bellone makes a full recovery, and I do my best to make that happen. I wish you the best of luck, Judge Lavinia. What do we learn? Don't take phone calls while you're driving. Exactly. They did it. They made a move. Wouldn't surprise me if they were programmed to go at each other like bumper cars when... You know, honestly, yeah, seeing the way that a lot of those Silicon Valley idiots do stuff, oof. I swear there isn't a single smart person in charge of tech companies anymore. They're all rich people who don't know anything about tech. Like, he got handicap gameplay, oh god. Judge Lavinia, could we go grab some of the mafiosi and then... Don't even think about it. That's the Familia's way. It's not our way. And besides, you don't know which family was involved, if any. Forgive me, but I think if anyone had a reason to harm Signor Bellone, it would be one of those Familia bastards. We shall find the culprit, no matter who they are. They must be brought to justice. I was going to say, we must be brought to justice, Jesus. But who could it be? The Saluzos, rather. The Venezias? The Medicis? The Leotis? Or is it Medici? Oh, I can never tell. Which one makes the ch sounds? Is it the normal C or is it the double C? Lavinia turns her gaze to the restaurant on the corner. Oh, you just got Lapland. Nice. The restaurant is small, and the seats by the window face the middle of the road. Dimitri invited me to dinner tonight, and I promised him that I'd be there. I can't keep avoiding him forever, Lavinia. Leon, what is wrong with all this? Signor Antonio, I've already trimmed the stray fur on your ears and tail. The next step is applying a conditioner. I was going to say contour. That's completely the wrong thing. That's makeup, I think. This might take a little while. Feel free to close your eyes and rest for a spell. No problem. You just do your thing. Is this your first time here? Yes it is. Why does this kind of remind me of, oh, what's that cartoon, that TV show, where they're like CIA agents or something? Yeah. Carl said, or Carla, I'm not sure, said if your own personal nurse had not fallen ill, well, in any case, it's my honor to serve you today. Don't be nervous, you're doing a great job. Thank you. Our family have spent generations studying lupa fur. We started as travelling craftsmen and eventually opened the first grooming centre. It's been hundreds of years and we've gathered plenty of expertise along the way. Lupa fur is generally coarse, with inner and outer layers, while perro fur is much finer and softer. At a glance, they may seem similar, but in reality, they're worlds apart. That's why I specially formulated this conditioning treatment for you. It's a blend of rich botanical essences that, botanical essences can help firm up the fur while still retaining key nutrients. What do you think? Do you like it? Of course. You've put so much care into this whole thing. Why wouldn't I be happy with it? Senor Antonio, you are kind and gentle. You're not as scary as Carla said. I think there must have been some misunderstanding. I'm just a simple businessman. Who would do business with a scary man? Yeah, all mafia are businesses. By the way, Senor Antonio, would you like to try a semi-permanent styling for your ears and tail? What, gel? That way their shape will be more defined and look better. Oh god, have we reached the 60s part of mafia life? With the slick back and all of the grease. Plus, no one will be able to tell you aren't a lupo. Oh. Extra doubt. Oh, hold on. It sounds like you have strong opinions about my ear and tail. Well, I heard Carl say you wanted to look more like a lupo. You mean to say that I, as a lowly perro, should rather look more like my own race? What kind of beast shit are you talking? Ale? I just wanted to show Senor Antonio here. That's enough. Shut your face. Get out of here. Steps on a landmine. Yep, that's pretty much what happens. Scusa, Antonio. Don't worry about it. Not your fault. Here's our shipping invoice for this month. Antonio quickly scans the invoice and puts an X on the signature line. A batch of tyres is arriving at the warehouse today, and you're in charge of inspection, aren't you? Why are you still at the estate? I'll head over right away. Don't worry. Nothing will go wrong. Oh no, it all went wrong! Where are we? Wait. Let me go. Why did you bring me here? Quiet, ragazzo. Keep yelling and I'll colour the rest of your face to match that black eye. Keep an eye on him. I gotta tell the boss. Oh, hello Victor, hope you're doing well. Boss, we got a problem. There was a car accident at the port last night. Leon Dutzel got hurt. I'm a genius, oh no vibes, yes. The acting mayor? That's big news. What does it have to do with us? The truck that hit Leon Dutzel was hauling our tyres. It drove off before we could even answer. It's definitely going to be the trucker people, isn't it? Either willingly or unwillingly. Or unknowingly. Quick, what's the Italian word for shit? The man paces the room, his heavy footsteps drowning out the sound of his laboured breathing. He walks over to the large oak cask and downs 3 cups of brandy. Oh, goddamn. Murder. Okay. Oh, it's basically the same as the Portuguese version. Because I think it's murder in Portuguese as well. Or at least Irene said murder, when normally it would be mierda, which is Spanish. But Iberia is both Portuguese and Spanish, which is why it's a mix of languages. Anyway, he also... Yeah, I've read a bit. 3 cups? Goddamn. I mean, that's normal, but like all in one go. Antonio, right now you should be... Wait. I despise impatience. It clouds our judgment. Were there witnesses at the scene? Siracusa and profanity, goddammit. Just one. Capone and I brought him back. Good work. Now, listen to me carefully. It'd be funny if that witness is Dimitri. First, keep an eye on everyone in the household. If anyone goes somewhere they shouldn't be going or is doing a job they shouldn't be doing, bring them to me immediately. Keep a close watch on the other familia in the city. The Saluzos, the Medicis or Medicis, I'm not sure still. The Leottis. Figure out which familia seems the most nervous. They're the ones who made the move on Leonduzzo. I want to know who, at this particular moment in time, is so eager to upset the apple cart. And the truck from the accident. Are we just not going to look for it, or... Go look for it, but don't do anything too drastic. As long as the truck itself wasn't defective, what does it matter who was driving what cargo? Oh, sorry, there was a comma there. What does it matter who was driving, what cargo was being transported, or how it's connected to Venezia trucking? Go and reassure some of our other friendly truck drivers. Those long haulers are more prone to losing their composure than the average man. Alright, I'll get right to it. Wait a sec, Carl. Gambino, you handle this. Bring some of the boys with you. You got it, boss. Antonio, I'm sorry, it was my mistake. No one could have predicted that sort of thing would happen. You're supremely talented, Carla. You've been in this familia longer than I have. You oversee half the vehicle repair stations on Montelupe. Mount Wolf, I'm guessing, is the name. If I were you, I'd probably be wondering myself, however would that Pedro Antonio get so many opportunities getting to manage the business of the new city on his own, if he hadn't married the old man's daughter? I don't... Listen to me, Carla. All the cities, including Nova Volsini, have to follow the rules. Those who do not follow the rules, well, they don't get to walk away with decency. This is what the Don told me, and now I'm telling it to you. Please, give me another chance, Antonio. The Don should arrive in Nova Volsini in the next day or two. I don't want him to be bothered by this nonsense. Got it? Of course, Signore. Thank you. Wait a second. There's one more thing we need to discuss. That grooming specialist I had just now, I don't really like him. I got it. I'll fire him at once. No, I don't mean I dislike his work. I don't like him personally. I got it. You won't see him again. Oops. I mean, for all the talk about not wanting things to be linked to them in the city, I feel like it's very stupid to then kill someone. This isn't the golden age of Mafia, at least not in this city. Did you find it? Nope. We looked through several parking lots, but didn't find any trucks that looked like they had been in an accident. The Truckers Union owns thousands of vehicles, and almost none of them have been idle these past few days. We checked them one by one. If we checked them one by one, we couldn't finish until we couldn't finish until after the Carnevale was over. Boss, Judge Lavinia asked you to help find clues, but now you're targeting the Truckers Union. It's almost like you think one of us hit the mayor's car. When it comes to big box trucks in Nova Volsini, who is more involved than us? There are plenty of other groups involved. There are the vehicle factories, the repair stations, the Nova Volsini port. Besides, none of our trucks passed through that intersection at the time of the accident. Alright, Pedro. Obviously, I do not believe the folks from the Union would do something like that. This is just for peace of mind. Signor Bellone and Judge Lavinia are both good people, are they not? Proving that we had nothing to do with this will save them a lot of time and effort. It'll help the police solve the case faster and find the real culprit. That's true. By the way, have you gotten in touch with Sommer? He's covering several districts in the south, so having him check things out would be quicker. Not yet. Strange. Never mind, let's focus on what's at hand first. No, that's 2 times you've said strange about people not being around. Alright, we'll keep searching. Who is it? Oh, hello. Irene, it's me. Sommer, you've been here? In the camp? Didn't you hear what we were talking about? Why didn't you come out? Why are your clothes all torn? And what's with the scratches on your face? What's going on? Last night. The truck that hit Leon Tutso last night. Don't tell me. Yes, I was the driver. Oh, astray. I thought I said ashtray for a moment.
You people, I don't think I'll even remember your faces after this one. Anyway, let's just get started. Awaiting order.
I do like the music.
Awaiting orders. I'll take the lead. The rest is up to you guys.
At your service. Speeding up!
You love the boss theme? Ooh, nice. Oh, I just realised I won't be able to change it now. Oh, but I am going to need that.
Anybody hurt?
Right, okay, that's going to be interesting. I'm going to need area of effects medics.
Flourish or perish? Just try me! Agony, ever etched on our hearts. There's enemies?
Just heal faster. Well, yeah, there's that too. But I don't want to start doing more than 2 medics. Oh, interesting. Okay.
Doctor, lead the big kick ass!
Your orders.
Hey, dummies! You'll have to try harder than that.
Okay, that's not bad. It's a relatively good mechanic. November 6th. I sent Pedro and the others away, so no one will be coming to the camp for now. Right, okay, yeah, that's right. So they will go to 0, but they'll keep fighting. But if the fireworks stop, when they're at 0, I'm assuming that means they'll die. Or is it when the fireworks are broken? That's the only other thing I can think of. It's when they stop, okay. Arain, you were with Judge Lavinia last night. Do you know how badly Leontuzzo is injured? Is he... They were able to rescue him from the crash site last night, but his condition is not good. The trucker slumps into the chair like a deflated balloon, covering his face with dirty gloves. He's still so young, and such a good man. Sorry, that's the other way around. Sorry, I was thinking I thought that was narration for a moment, and I was like, he doesn't look young, what the fuck are you on about? He's still so young, and such a good man. Please, don't let anything happen to him. I really... What happened, actually? Was it an accident? I don't know. I was driving along, and all of a sudden my steering wheel wouldn't turn right. Wouldn't turn right, rather. I didn't have time to react and crash the truck, but the time I came to, it was all over. But even if you panicked at the moment, you shouldn't have left a critically injured person by the roadside and driven away. Do you realise that if first responders had arrived just a few minutes later, Leontuzzo would have... I know you're not like that. Sorry, Irene. I really wanted to help him. I know I should have helped him. I'm not a bad guy. But I had to drive off. Why? Summer, talk to me. What was in that truck? Irene's voice starts to tremble. The driver, slumped in his chair, looks pale. I'm sorry, Irene. Summer, who were you driving that truck for? Venezia Trucking. Familia Venezia. The silence hangs in the air for what seems like forever. Then, Irene finally speaks. Is it because of Gertie? Don't try to justify it, Irene. I know I made a huge mistake. Why? Why go with them rather than seek help from the truckers' union? You're the most senior trucker in the union. You know how unique our situation is in Novovolsini. Both City Hall and the Familia are watching us like hawks. Irene, we all know how expensive neuropathy medication is. Besides, once I bring Gertie to Novovolsini, between settling her in and getting her into a good school, who knows how much all of that will cost. I'm here too, aren't I? I can help. You're the one who saved me back in Sicilia. Gertie is my sister too. Elena, the union can't help me fix this. So you're going to do it by yourself? No. Goods shipped in from other cities or shipments between local merchants. Every item we touch must be registered in advance. In the past 6 months, I've personally reviewed every single schedule, and we've passed all routine inspections. How could you alone have managed to... Could it be that... I'm not doing this alone, Irene. There it is. So none of you know where Summer went. Is it possible that he already ran back to Sicilia under the cover of darkness? I mean, he did hit the acting mayor's car, you know. The police are going to throw everything they have at this case. Will we be exposed? Smuggling contraband is a red line for City Hall, especially since we were doing it to help you. No, no. This has nothing to do with Venezia Trucking. What? Do you mean you're going to tie up all these loose ends? Tie up loose ends? Spoken like a true wise guy. But no, I'm not. Relax. Do you see me carrying any weapons? Just keep your mouth shut and everything will be fine, capiche? But what if the cops start breathing down our necks? We've been hiding this stuff from Irenif and getting sweated. Getting sweated by City Hall all this time. If something really does happen, you can't just wash your hands of all this. If you really want to pick nits here, we are even less to blame. Venezia Trucking has never violated the New Urban Management Act, nor has it ever tried to infiltrate the Truckers' Union or interfere with Nova Pulcini's logistics system. Do you mean? Someone wants to bring his daughter here to treat her for neuropathy, right? He already found a good hospital, but he can't afford to pay for the treatment. Instead, he's using Trucker Union trucks as private hospital vehicles to help the logistics department transport goods. Venezia Trucking is at the bottom of the list when it comes to that hospital's financial backers. We have no connection to Summer, apart from being in the same city. No, that's not true. And you're just a drunk who can't even sit up straight in the driver's seat half the time. You had to secretly hire someone to drive for you just to keep your job. We signed a service agreement, I'll have you know. I'm just a driver for hire trying to make some extra cash. I was sick. They had to put me on painkillers. You got some kind of leverage over every single truck driver you approach. Nova Pulcini values the rule of law. We can go to court and present the evidence piece by piece. Then we'll see whose hands are clean. You people are even scarier without weapons. Really? I'm glad you say that, because I used to think I looked like a dork quoting laws like that. Alright, calm down everyone. Enough frets, let's just fix this. You guys find our tires, and we'll handle the rest. How long has it been? They found me 6 months ago. I reckon that they'd already dealt with a few dozen other drivers before then. What choice do we have? Running even one shipment for them pays more than we earn in a month. Besides, if we don't cooperate, they have plenty of ways to push us right out this city. After Signora Cecilia took power, she implemented all these reforms. In all of Siracusa's cities, the cunning guys adapted to the new rules far faster than we did. Are you speaking for yourself or for others? Eleni, I beg you, help us. I promise you, once Carnevale is over, we'll never smuggle anything for these goons ever again. You can turn me in, but please, you have to help the others. They really had no choice but to. The list of names. What? Don't try and fool me. If you guys were doing this stuff, you have to have made a list of names. Give it to me. At least, tell me how many of you there are. Then I'll try and see what I can do. Someone puts down the lighter he has been clutching and begins searching through his pockets. Someone, why do you still have that lighter? I thought you quit smoking. It was a gift from you. I'm used to carrying it around. Actually, I found it lying around near the supermarket. There's no way I could afford to buy such an expensive lighter. Do you remember, after Guri's mother passed away, you took over that supermarket, managing the business while raising your child? Then one day, you found me homeless at your doorstep. You always say that you took in a delivery driver and cashier who didn't ask for a salary, but I know you actually gave me a place to stay, a home. Later, Familia Toko, or Tocho, Tocho, I'm guessing, set their sights on us. They were just a small family, but even after we stocked their products, they wouldn't let up. They threatened us, demanded we remove their competitors' items from the shelves. We told them we'd consider their request, but then that same night, a huge fire broke out in the supermarket, which is how Guri contracted oropathy. That'd be Tochio. Okay. Odd. That's all the past. That's all in the past. Why are you bringing it up now? I found it. Here you are. Almelo Gianni Ruggiero. What a surprise. Sorry. Don't say any more, Summer. Go to the storehouse. There is a wooden crate behind that truck that's being repaired. Bring it to me. But that's everything you own, isn't it? Alright, alright. Damn. The eye softens the C into a she. Okay. So Tochi. Tochio, I guess. Summer, what you don't know is, I found that lighter right next to the scene of the supermarket fire. We came to Nova Volsini because we had nothing. Everyone makes mistakes at some point. But I can't let you destroy all of this. Damn. Judge Lavinia, I'm here to see Leon. I need to ask you all a favour. Do not disclose Leon's condition to outsiders. This info is strictly need to know. Sure, I understand. It seems I'm in the right place. Who are you looking for? This is a special ward. You can't just barge in here. No, it's okay. Let her come in. Well then, I'll get going. Please, find me if you need me. Okay. Texas. Long time no see. Long time no see. I just grabbed some millifolia. Oh, I don't actually know how it's pronounced, but that's just how I always hear the voice actress call it. By the way, every day the event unlocks small firework puzzle. Solving it gives you 5 crates with a random upgrade material. Oh, okay. And macaroni downstairs. Have a bite if you're hungry. I'll keep an eye on Leon Tutsov for now. I received your invitation. We never heard back from you. We assumed you weren't planning to return to Nova Volsini. I was busy. My son is busy pushing Bison into organising some new international project. I thought Bison was doing business stuff now. Solar is... Oh, I suppose, yeah, they're probably asking as in for him to do stuff in the business side of things to help them. Having reread the sentence. Sora is only halfway through her tour of Siracusa, and Exusie rather. Who knows where she's run off to this time. He was in the AO event in CS2. Yeah, that's exactly what I was referring to. I've been managing Penguin Logistics myself this whole time, with far fewer staff and no fewer orders. 6 months until Exalta. Yes, I saw that. And one of the guards as well, one of the big knight people from Laterano. And I think Lemuin as well? Besides, these crowded celebrations really don't excite me. I prefer just stopping by when I'm on a delivery, assuming it's on the way. Then what brings you here today? What can I do? I have a boss who loves a good crowd. One night he happened to spot that invitation and had me pack my bags on the spot. He's very interested in the themed party you're hosting. He cleared his calendar, shut down the ends of the earth for 2 weeks, and dragged me here all the way from Lungman. Damn. So that means we shall be seeing him as well, I guess. Relax, Lavinia. You seem so tense. Leon, I've been briefed on it. It wasn't an accident. The police are still investigating. I just got back from the scene. I don't think it was an accident. Persons of interest? Yes. The usual suspects? Uh-huh. Why? On the night of the Carnevale parade, Leon was supposed to officially announce his appointment as mayor of Novovolsini at the front of the procession. It's not a strange decision per se, but he did seem a bit too eager. Even if he abandons his family, he is still Bernardo Bellone's son. 1 year is not enough for people to forget the turmoil Bernardo once stirred in Volsini. Staying behind the scenes makes it easier for him to keep the government functioning. This is the safest approach. It's much better than him changing clothes, putting down his defensive staff, and stepping back into the spotlight. Nova Volsini has only been around for a year, and he's barely managing to hold onto his position as acting mayor, even with Signora Cecilia's backing. I told him all this already. Right. Lavinia, your comms device has been flashing for a while now. Did they find new evidence? No. It's a message from the courthouse. We have a case. That's kind of tricky. Uh-huh. Honestly, I understand why Leon was in such a hurry. This year, the changes in Nova Volsini can be seen with the naked eye. Many things that once existed only in our imagination have now become a reality. Isn't that what Signora Cecilia wanted? Well, but it's not enough. Not nearly enough. We must show our presence to promote more changes. So I stopped trying to persuade him, but then... You're still the same as before. No, even more naive than back then. It's kind of nice. Texas, do you want to come with me? To the court? You know I'm not interested in crowded celebrations, much less official duties involving mountains of paperwork. I'm going to stay here and ensure Leon's safety. Right now, there's no one better suited for the job, right? Thank you, Texas. To be honest, if you had stayed with me in Nova Volsini back then... I told you before, when my friends are in trouble, I'll come to help. I'm here, aren't I?
Weaklings.
Now that's a rude thing to say. Oh, I haven't got Discord open at the moment. I didn't realise you were sending it on there. Let me see. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll watch it now. We just find. Oop. Not that one. Oop. There we go. That's the right one. All right, let's have a look at this then. Also, I did notice they went from 3D to 2D to 3D again. Theme. You know, you're absolutely right, Speedy. Definitely. I was thinking that the entire way through, like thinking of this and the trailer from the previous event as well. They really like Siracusa, or they seem to have the most fun making animations for the Siracusano event. Or the Hello Cat. Pizza tropical. Yes, but there's no, I can't see the, where was it? Okay. Oop. No, I just went a bit too far. Mini. Yeah, this part is 2D. This is because this looks like the same style as from the anime side of it. And then it goes into what seems like 3D that's made to look like 2D. I feel like that's their main animation these days for these specific things. It always looks like it's 3D done in a 2D style, which I like. I do fine. 2.5D, yeah. Hopefully I had chocolate spaghetti. Oh god. Small land. How's best as well? I'm doing okay. I'm having I'm having fun. It's honestly quite a fun event. But yeah, I'm honestly... I do feel like they have so much fun doing the Siracusa events for the cutscenes. Hey! Oh god, that's... Oh! Hello! God, that was unexpected. Hold on, give me a second. I need to see what it was. Cat, are you in the Twitch chat? Hello everyone. Hello What's that? Latia Stracia? Sorry, I'm really bad with names. Hello everyone, hope you're all doing well. I think I've got... Is there an... Ah, thank you, Kat. But hello everyone, I'm Karma, I'm a variety streamer, currently streaming Arknights, which is one of my favourite games, and you were also playing Arknights, I see. Never had I thought I'd lose, even with the power of the king and 22 attack. Wait, 1 second, sorry, I think I missed... Yeah, thank you, Kat. But yes, hello, welcome in everyone. I hope you had a good stream, and yeah, welcome in, Latia. It's good to see you. Good to see another Arknights or streamer, or someone streaming Arknights at least. Yeah, I hope you had a good stream, and I hope you get some good rest as well. If you need to go and take a break now, yeah, feel free to do so. And thank you for bringing everyone over here. I hope everyone's having a good time. We're just going through the... Just in time for the story. Yeah, we're just going through the... Making lost for words. I'm always lost for words. I'm terrible at speaking. Yeah, we're just going through the new event, which I always forget how to say. Where is it? Yes, there we go. I portatori de velluti, which I'm always pronouncing terribly, so I do apologize in advance. It's here, isn't it? Yes, it is. Yeah, so we've only just started, even though we're like 2 hours in, because it's Arknights, it's got a very long story. We do read the story as we go through and do the stages, which is always my favorite thing to do. Show them the twink shoulders. Oh god. Okay. Fine. Just because it's a special event. There we go. Of course I'm butchering Italian. In what way would I not be butchering Italian? It's a language that dares to act as close to Spanish as possible while being pronounced completely wrong. Yes, I'm going to ignore the fact that Italy is where the Latin language comes from. But yeah, so we've only really just started today, and Latia, thanks for the follow. The Spanish, of course, is butchering the Italian. Flipping that statement. Oh god. Okay. And Corvino, thanks for the follow. Both sound nice, but yeah, very different. Yeah. As if you don't butcher Spanish as well. I really do. I have a really big problem with Spanish, actually, because their double R's have to be rolled. So, and I cannot roll R's. In English, you don't roll R's. You can, there's some accents that do, but not many, and I'm not from an area in England that has the double R roll. So I really struggle doing that in Spanish. So, pero, I struggle to pronounce, which is bad because there's another word in Spanish, pero, which means but, as in, but this is a thing, like that sort of thing. So dog and but. Say it, pineapple pizza. I have never had pineapple pizza. I judge it on instinct because something about it just makes me go, ugh. But I don't know. I don't know if it'd be nice or not. I like sweet and savory, but I don't know if I would consider pineapple to be that. Oh, it's here. Oh, that's not too bad. I might actually not. Yes, that was literally just what I was about to do. You didn't need to show me that, Clown Slayer. I'm going to... I know all this. Oh, it's a different charge. Okay, there is a new thing. Alright, there's a charge type. Enemies, allies and enemies within range have negative attack speeds and negative movement. No, I want to do I like the extra attack. And I want to get rid of that. I just want this. Oh. Oh, I needed to see it. I like this feature. I like the Swip Match feed. I like this feature. It's really nice. We haven't had this before, and I don't think we've ever had this before, and I do really like it. But yeah, so this is why I wanted to only have the basic one, because that will basically only have one block and then 2 people on range, which is good for me. Yes, you are indeed my favorite mod. Yeah, and I'm just going to continue as is. Alright then, let's go. Also, for anyone coming into this stream from the raid who happens to be Italian, I do incredibly apologise for the absolute god-awful butchering that I will be providing on this stream and streams forth. I am not good with pronunciations of the Italian language. I apologise, a little liar. Oi! Freight workers and... Wait, what? Sorry, the name you said was too long to jot down. Oh god. Oh, okay, at least I wasn't the only one that thought that was a massive fucking title. Nova Volsini Freight Workers and Truckers Mutual Aid Association. That is such a mouthful. I need to go to work tomorrow and only have 3 hours of sleep. Oh, yes, I know that feeling. I'm kind of in the same way. I'm keeping an eye on the time so that I make sure that I don't do that. But yeah, have a good sleep and have a good day at work tomorrow. And thank you again for the raid. That was absolutely amazing. Anyway, we need to study the workers' union. The workers' unions in Victoria and Colombia. I'm surprised that Colombia has a workers' union. I suppose, actually, to be fair, America did have good unions early in its history. They sort of got rid of it later. Victoria? Yeah, I suppose that they did push a lot of the reforms during the industrial age. Yeah. If we want to fight back against the Familia's threats, we first need to unite amongst ourselves. There's strength in numbers. The shipping industry is the lifeblood of every city. To date, the Familia have established control of this industry in every other city in Siracusa. We can't let that happen here. In Nova Volsini, trucking is not controlled by gangsters. The shipping industry belongs to the drivers and everyone and every other upstanding citizen of Nova Volsini. But why me? I used to be a truck driver for Summer's grocery store, albeit a good one. In Volsini, there are only a few government employees who haven't accepted bribes from the Familia. You could count them on 2 hands. Well, that's because... I'm sorry, Irina. I privately looked into your and Summer's past. I know about that tragic industry. Industry? What the fuck did I get that word from? Incident, and I truly apologise. I was thinking, if you simply hate the Familia that set fire to your supermarket, you could have easily accepted help from another family to carry out your revenge. But you didn't do that. It's just a little speculation on my part. Forgive me if I offend you. Thank you, Judge Lavinia. Elena, regardless of whether you are the best choice to head the Truckers' Union, I believe you are a kind woman. Please, give this invitation some serious consideration, okay? I do like the Roman sort of architecture they've put for it. It does very much look like a modern Italian sort of, well, like a modern building made to look older, which is quite common in Europe. Signorina Lavazza. Isn't that the coffee company? Please wait a moment. Judge Lavinia is still holding court. She will come see you when she's finished. All right, no rush. Those documents you're holding. No, not Starbucks, the other one. And don't say Costco. Or Costa Coffee, sorry. They are for Judge Lavinia. I'll give them to her. No, at least not yet. I'll give them to her in a little while. That's why her name makes me chuckle. Oh, so it is that coffee company then. As Serenia speaks, she tightens her grip on the notebook in her hand. May I ask you, that case the judge is handling, is it some dispute between the corporations or that car crash that happened last night? Neither. Strictly speaking, it's not a trial, but an appeal that even Judge Lavinia might not be able to handle. The main litigant is a Novovolsini citizen, but it's a unique situation. Oh, is that the threat that they're talking about? A helmet. Yes, they do have ears because they a lot of the people in Arknights have animal ears, so it makes sense that you would have to have some space for them. Judge Lavinia is the Supreme Justice of Nova Volsini. What kind of case would she not... Can I go listen? Of course. You can sit and listen to the proceedings while you wait for the judge. Oh, thing is though, that motorbike helmet, wasn't that also in an anime? As in like the same colour and everything. I can't remember what it's called. It's an older anime, like 90s or 80s. But I remember like a woman in a black suit and a yellow cat helmet. Oh god. Oh my god, how do you pronounce that? Yeah, but yeah, that one. Durarara. Ooh, blimey. That's definitely a bit of a mouthful, I must admit. Okay, so it is by syllable, so it's not like dura, it's durarara. Okay, that makes sense. I'll contact the Montelupe municipal government right away and ask them to help us catch the culprit. And that is like Mount Wolf, right? Or like Wolf Mountain or something like that. In the meanwhile, we will apply for Nova Volsini to take jurisdiction in this case. Do you think you'll be able to do it? I'll do everything I can. This isn't the first change of venue request we've submitted this year. But all your previous requests were denied, right? Even if they deny our request, I'll push hard to ensure my colleagues in Montelupe conduct a fair trial so that the murderer is punished. Fair? Judge Lavinia, we all know what's going to happen if you do that. They'll say it was my big brother who got drunk in the bar and started this. They'll claim the mafiosi were acting in self-defense when a terrible accident occurred. You know that's not what happened. He went on a business trip to Montelupe because of Carnevale and somehow offended a mafioso there. They beat him to death in a dirty alley. Your Honour, I heard the mafiosi have already taken the judges and court workers out to dinner. You're telling me you can make sure there's a fair trial? My brother was a good man. He never did a bad deed in his life. We were among the first citizens to apply to live here in Nova Volsini. Everyone loved my brother. I'm very sorry. You don't need to be sorry. This sort of thing happens in Siracusa all the time, does it not? Your Honour, I want revenge. I'm going to do this my way, by a method that is tried and true in our beloved Siracusa. I'm going to sell all my possessions and hire an assassin to go seek refuge with another Yeah, another rival familia that holds a grudge against them. But if I do that, I'll be violating Nova Volsini laws. Will you pass judgment on me? Will Nova Volsini banish me forever? Yes, as required by the new Urban Management Act. Nova Volsini's laws are very strict and very effective. However, they only apply within Nova Volsini's borders. Don't you find that to be funny? I know it sounds cruel, but that's how the laws were written. Nova Volsini is a very special place, and its laws are what makes it special. But they are also its greatest shortcoming. But please believe me, I will do everything I can to help you. It is how laws work, but to be fair, this is one city in a nation, so it is out of the ordinary. No, Your Honor, my brother was wrongfully killed. I want to revoke my Nova Volsini citizenship and return to Montelupe. How could this have happened? There is nothing we can do about it. Nova Volsini is a special city. The new Urban Management Act, both in its content and its applicability, conflicts with Siracusa's historical traditions. In a sense, it's completely alien to the country as a whole. This is precisely why the law must stand. This is not the first time we've seen something like this happen this year. Sorry, I should not tell you these things. No, thank you for sharing this with me. Right. But anyway, the Union can't help me fix this. This is Nova Volsini. The laws bend to no one. Fucking stop flashbanging me! Sad citizen walks by them, saying nothing, but Annie cannot read any expression on his face. Signorina Lavazza, I suppose it's Lavazza. Judge Lavinia is handling the paperwork for this case. I'll go talk to her. You wait for me here. In a dark room. I'm just quite sensitive to very bright light. And I just sort of stare at the screen and it takes up the whole screen, so it's like, bye. Judge Lavinia, are you doing okay? I'm fine. Where's Irene? Didn't you say she's been waiting for me for a while now? That's weird. She was just here. Did she tell you anything new? Did she find the missing truck? No. Knowing her, she probably discovered some new evidence all of a sudden and rushed out without saying goodbye. She'll get in touch with us soon. By the way, the police station just called. That's, Citaldo guy you were asking them to find. They located him. Texas puts the weapon aside and opens the window. She is a little bored. It's the rainy season, yet there isn't a cloud in the sky. The bustling pedestrians are bathed in bright sunshine. She almost does not recognise the plate in front of her, the one she had stepped on a year ago. After all, last year it still belonged to Volsini, and experienced constant downpours, forcing her to spend hours every day drying her tail. If Leontuzzo was not lying in the hospital, Texas might almost believe that Siracusa is getting better. Boss, you stuffed those vinyl records in your staircase. Your suitcase? Where did they get a staircase from? God damn. Aren't you afraid they'll get scratched? Like I got a choice. I don't like Siracusan smooth jazz. Sounds nice and fancy at first, but it might as well be tails brushing the dirt while a pack of wolves gnaw at each other. Carnival, parades, concerts. There's gonna be music everywhere. I just want to watch. I just want to see some old friends. Ain't out to get my ears violated. Old friends? You mean your people are going too? We used to go all the time. Now the Siracusans are throwing another theme party. After all these years, I mean, they're definitely gonna show up. Hey Texas, you say you ain't into it, but you got your bags packed quicker than I did. I don't have much to pack. We won't stay very long. We'll be back as soon as it's over. Sounds like you... Sounds like you sure something's definitely going wrong this time. Look, Zara lost his game. Your deal's null and void. You and Siracusa and those old friends, they run some games I got no interest in, but everything that needed seen to got seen to. Last Texas ain't nothing more. Ain't nothing no more, rather. You don't got no hopes for Siracusa, so what's it matter if it gets better or worse? What's it matter to you, rather? There we go. You don't want to say? Or you don't know? Forget it. I mean, I'm saying you can stay in Lungman to watch the house. I really struggle with the way he talks, not gonna lie. Texas closes the window and pulls 2 letters out of her pocket. The first is an invitation from Novobolsini City Hall, stamped with the court seal and signed by Acting Mayor Leon Tutso. The other envelope is empty. Its front side, coloured purple, has a sloppy drawing of a white wolf and a bunch of grapes in the corner. Oh, I mean, even if you didn't have to say anything, I knew it was going to be Lapland. It's just like, Lapland. It looks like Vanilla Ice's gangster rap for God. Lappy can't draw, noted. I mean, yeah, to be honest, I can definitely see her doing like crude drawings. Irene leaves the courthouse as if she's fleeing something. She doesn't dare look back on what just happened, what she experienced, all the struggles she went through. The taxi stops right in front of her. She does not remember whether she hailed it or not. Oh God. Uh-oh. Well, there we go. Where are you headed? The trucker camp. Never heard of it. 500 Viale Alito. Tornio. Oh, Torino, rather. Okay, question. Is Alito wing? Because it is in Spanish. Oh, wait, no, that's double L, isn't it? Oh, I can't remember now. It's very far from here, on the furthest plate. It's not surprising you've never been there. And this would be the fastest taxi ride she ever gets. Tough day, huh? Uh-huh. You're the gloomiest customer I've picked up since arriving in Novobolsini. Why are you so sad? The Carnival parade is just a few days away. Everyone is happy about their new lives in the city, no? This has got to be Lapland, surely. Speaking of which, I love this new city. Look at these festively decorated streets, the wonderful parties and the carefully prepared food. There are no familiar around, and it hardly ever rains. The air and our tails are always dry. There it is. Signorina, could we cut the chatter? I don't feel like talking right now. What is it that got you so upset? Let's chat about it. Maybe I can help you. I made some mistakes. No, I should say I failed to do some things. Or rather, I trusted the wrong people. In any case, I let people down. Whatever. There's no way to solve my problems anyway. A crazy taxi game would be quite fun. No. In Siracusa, no problems are unsolvable. If you can't untangle the rope, you can just cut it. If you can't unlock the chest, you can smash the lock with a hammer. There is a solution for every problem. Many times, all you need to do is change your perspective and screw up your courage. Then you'll find that all the problems will resolve themselves. Are you speaking from experience? More than you can imagine. After all, before becoming a taxi driver, my main job was helping my best friend solve problems. I don't know, I feel like you created at least half of the problems in your attempt to solve them, though. Now, that was someone who knew how to get into trouble. Claiming to be able to solve problems, it sounds just like something the Familia would do. Then you've got me all wrong. This is a new place. The old ways do not apply, believe me. Look, everyone's full of energy. Everyone's full of love. And also, everyone's wearing a festive mask. How fun. Sometimes I really wonder, what are hiding behind these masks? I don't understand what you're saying. It's simple. Wearing a mask imposed on you can make it hard to breathe. Don't make a joke, don't make a joke, don't make a joke. Many times you actually know what to do. The answer is right there, crystal clear. It's just that for some various reasons we refuse to face it. But if it could make things easier for yourself, then why not? Sorry, but could you stop for a second? The driver steps on the brake. She doesn't know why, but Irina has a feeling that from the moment she got in the car, the driver has been waiting for this exact instruction. She even catches a glimpse of the driver's bright smile in the rearview mirror. I'm not going to the trucker camp. I want to go somewhere else. There it is. Your wish is my command. Well, Alicia's improved her driving, and not like, oh, I completely forgot we were doing the fighting. I thought we were on the second part of the cutscene. Oop. I swear, this is totally a confetti cannon. You don't have to worry about a thing.
I'll take the lead. The rest is up to you guys.
Okay, what else do I have? She learns while scaring countless people. Probably, no doubt, actually. I love this. This sounds like those old detective shows, rather, like Magnum PI and such. Like the kind of music you'd hear in that. Got some Elvis left the building. Oh, that's not a... that's a ground one. Ah, that's fine. I'll just use Lappy. Oh, it's a ground tile. Okay, so it wasn't the people that were there.
Listen to the doctor.
Oh, that's right. I was going to use area of effects medics. I mean, it's fine for now, but still.
Is but a flat.
Let's see if our enemies have anything to offer besides numbers.
I do like the music though, it's so fun.
Agony, ever etched on our hearts.
Legas! The confetti gun does not shoot confetti. Who would have thought?
Doctor, leave the big guy face me!
Your life is mine to protect.
Dr. Nugget!
Fear not.
Can you do it?
I do like the sort of music. It's very upbeat.
Agony.
Oh, there's the rice fact. Standard rice varieties cannot withstand stagnant flooding for more than about a week, since it disallows the plant's access to necessary requirements such as sunlight and gas exchange. The Warner sub-1 cultivar can tolerate a week-long submergence, consuming carbohydrates efficiently and continuing to grow, so-called scuba rice. With the sub-1A transgene is robustly tolerant of submergence for as long as 2 weeks, offering much improved flooding survival for farmers' crops. That's interesting. Also, hello Monkey Boy, hope you're doing well. Ah, there's Alberto. Your timing is impeccable, Dimitri. I just opened a bottle of wine. Ah, I see you work for them now. Did you do it? Or maybe not. What? Don't play dumb with me. That car accident that has left Leon fighting for his life. Don't tell me you know nothing about it. Oh, there's the crazy face again. Also, it's a little bit dumb going to a Don. Surely that's a sure way of getting yourself... I mean, I know you're like a powerful person, but still. Calm down, Dimitri. You followed Bernardo all those years, and yet it seems his wisdom never rubbed off on you. I don't like being accused of something I didn't do, and more importantly, I don't like it when a man who needs something from me carries himself like that. Tell me everything you know. No. That accident? I don't know any more about it than you do. But I want to tell you a story. A story I don't tell very often. A very personal story. So please, pipe down and listen well, alright? A long time ago, I had a fratello. We had a great relationship. We grew up together, sharing some of the dumbest moments of our youth. However, in time, a rift started to grow between us. I started learning to manage the family business and understanding the rules of Siracusa, but my fratello, sadly, wasn't interested in any of that. He was interested in Victorian literature, Lithuanian music, and Syracusan plays. He spent most of his time in those silly theatres. The year I first took over the family business, I found his corpse in our parking lot. When I found him, I was enraged. I knew he was offending people, saying stupid things. I could have taken revenge, but I let it go. Do you know why? Because you're a cold-blooded mafioso? I take no offense to your crudeness, but that's not quite the right answer. It's simple. Far too many people misunderstand the meaning of familia. Mafiosi are not duty-bound to each other. They invest in each other, and must work hard to protect those investments. Those with a common purpose and the determination to stand together can truly call themselves mafiosi. The moment my fratello chose a different path, he was no longer an associate of my familia. What are you trying to say? That Leon Tutso is no longer part of your familia? I do not like to debate with other people. Business is all about finding mutual understanding. If you truly care about avenging your fratello, you should go to City Hall and ask for their help. Here, with me, it's strictly business. Well, that's been the topic of this past weekend. For those who know. Well, that's about all the time I have now. My calendar is all booked up. I have to go meet a client. I'll handle the matter with Leon. It has nothing to do with you. Don't let me catch you stepping over the line. My dude still has that orange. He really likes that orange. Alberto passes a row of wine racks and returns to the long tasting table. He hates to be late, but sometimes, with certain clients, you have to make them wait for just a little bit. You're a tough woman to meet, Signorina Lavazza. If memory serves, I've sent several invitations to you in the past. Even getting you to show up here today was a big surprise. I know why you're here. You want to hand over the truck that caused the accident along with its cargo to me. Yes, that is correct. Transferring your own issue onto an issue between the familia. That's smart. That is why I have to say no. But Alberto, why? This thing has nothing to do with the Familia Saluzzo. I'm sure you know that City Hall has been watching us closely, ever since the thing in Volsini. Why would we want to poke the bear now? But this is a rare opportunity for you, no? In just a year's time, almost every major district in Nova Volsini will have a Venezia trucking sales centre or repair station. But if you have evidence that shows they are smuggling contraband, you can negotiate with them, or you can hand it over to City Hall to smooth things over. Whichever option you choose, it will work out well for you, am I wrong? All you need to do is ensure that the Truckers Union does not get involved with the events that occurred last night. That shouldn't be too hard for you. Why did you choose the Saluzzos? I beg your pardon? The Medici's investment firm, the Leo Tutsi's pharmacies. Oh god, any mafiosi owning the pharmacy will be just as bad as America. The governess's sugar mills. Oh, did I say governess? the Genovese sugar mills, the Russia's steel factories. There are countless families that have entered Nuova Volsini by the way of their front businesses. You may have different options. There we go. To me, they're all the same. Well, apparently so is that. Oh, God, I hate that. Oops. Okay. I will have to... Oh, the game. There we go. Give me a moment. It's like every time I stream Arknights, there's a crash now. I swear, the moment that... Oh, I need that new client to become live. Come on. The game's just like, now start over. Yeah. The Roditos family pharmaceuticals guard. Come on. Nearly there. Please do not crash.
Arknights.
There we go. Uh-oh. You're gonna crash again, aren't you? Nope, there we go. Boop, doop, boop. Come on.
Doctor, 僕が恋しかった?
There we go. You lied to me. She doesn't laugh all the time. Oh, well, I might as well grab this while I'm here. Oh, great. Crown Slayer's the... I get she was the freebie. Or is she? Yeah, she is. Ooh, nice. Good. Crown Slayer. Yeah, I know I sometimes call her that. Okay, now I need to... Yeah, man. There we go. Any different options? To me, they're all the same. There we go. Oh, other people do call it that as well. Okay. I mean, I said it as an accident once, and everyone in chat was just like, lol, I didn't realize it was because other people said it as well. I thought they were just making fun of the fact that I misspoke. Other truck drivers just want to find new lives in this city. We can't make sense of it all, nor do we care to. We do not care what happened in the Grey Hall, which familia have gotten stronger, which have gotten weaker, etc. Which is why my answer... there we go. Which is why my answer is so important to you. I grew up in Sicilia. I haven't seen my parents since I was a child. The manager of a supermarket took me in when I was about 10 years old. He already had a daughter, but he treated me like his second one. A little over a year ago, one of the smaller local familia set fire to our supermarket over a very minor dispute. As a result, my little sister contracted oropathy. Later, I heard that small familia were completely wiped out by another larger familia that had entered Sicilia simply because they refused to cede their territory. That larger familia's name? Saluzzo. That is the only connection we have to the familia. That's why, when I got desperate, I thought of the Saluzzos. I only have one small request. Tell me. I hope that in the future, the Truckers' Union will be able to do some favours for Saluzzo Vino. Favours that only the Union can provide. No. I think you've got us wrong. You don't get a bargaining chip and in return you help us solve a problem. Oh, you get a bargaining chip and in return you help us solve a problem. That sounds like a fair trade, right? The Truckers' Union will no longer have any dealings with the Familia Venezia, and it won't establish any kind of relationship with Familia Saluzzo. You can't... Alberto does not reply. Irene shakes her head forcefully. She will not let her mind get carried away. You're running short on time, Signorina Lavazza. You just told me a Siracusan story. A good story at that. So, when you choose to solve things the Siracusan way, you must remember. The minute you take a seat at that table, many things are out of your control. Alberto opens another bottle of wine. He pours the wine in a decanter and waits for it to breathe in the air. A graceful gesture. Elena notices that he is no longer looking at her. Signor Saluzzo, speak. Tomorrow, I'll show you where we've stashed the truck. A tripod just walks in, and here is Idiot 2 writing a death sentence. Yep. We're almost there. The port of Nova Volsini is straight ahead. I completely forgot about her. Whoa. What's wrong, Naomi? You've been here before. Do you ever get a funny feeling when you come here? What? What I mean is, every time I come here, I don't know where I should stand. I always feel like I'm in the way. Yeah, that does make sense, to be honest. Thanks to Colombia's nomadic city construction technology, Nova Volsini, combining 12 large plates, still boasts a speed far surpassing that of other cities in Siracusa. And the port of Nova Volsini, located in the city's outer plate, well, it can hardly be the centre plate, occupies over 1/10 of the city's usable landmass. Ah, the hexagons, aren't they? 2 in the middle, 10 surrounding. I think. I can't remember. Or maybe, no, maybe it's squares. 2 in the middle, and then around. I can't remember how it goes. Yeah. A faint vibration arises from beneath Naomi's feet. The sound of cargo land ships from other cities docking with the support layers. It is steady and soothing, like the beating of a strong, healthy heart. On the ground, containers stretch out like mountains, with trucks moving through the valleys between them. Cargo is being transferred from the support layers by crane for sorting, then transported by truck to various parts of the city. Naomi still remembers the day Nova Volsini commenced operations. Signora Cecilia sent out a citywide message expressing her hopes and dreams for the new city. This is the freight hub of Siracusa, the engine that shall power the nation's future. Naomi, we're very busy today. I wanted you to wait in the office. You're the one who insisted on following me here. I may still be in training, but I can help out. Maybe I can even crack the case. Well, I only started in this job 3 months before you. Neither of us is all that experienced. Papa wants me to settle into this job quickly. It's a decent profession, and serving as a police officer means I'll be able to protect my family's pizzeria. Okay. You already said all that stuff to us on your first day on the job. Come on, kid. Don't you have any tact at all? Alright, let's get back to work. There are a total of 56 repair stations across the city's 12 plates, and the other officers are checking them one by one. We've already dispatched a unit to the trucker camp as well. The port of Nova Volsini is the last place left. Almost all of the box trucks conduct business at this port. But finding one truck in this huge place, it's searching for a needle in a haystack. How common have firearms become now? Because I remember in the past, almost everyone was having a crossbow, and having like a pistol was pretty much a special thing, but we've got trainee cops with a pistol. A fitting analogy, but a bit exaggerated. We've got to get a move on, or we'll be here past sundown. They look more like tasers? Possibly, but I don't know. I mean, yeah, that is yellow, which would be a taser. I can't see that one because it's covered by the holster. Jackie has a pistol wand. Yes, that's true. And Leon Tutso, his revolver is a wand. Oh, she just said it as well, yeah. I mean, so I suppose it could be that they're wands made to be like guns. Although I'm assuming those are the magazines. But they are kind of curved, which they shouldn't be for a pistol. But anyway. But then that could also be... I don't know. I mean, I know wands have some sort of charge, so maybe they're extra charges for that instead. Maybe these wands get used up pretty quickly. Let's start here. You'll go east, I'll go west. Remember, you're looking for trucks with any signs of damage. Don't overlook a single dent, ding, scrape, or scratch. Got it. Signs of damage, signs of damage. How are there this many trucks in the city? Naomi moves through the sea of vehicles. Busy truck drivers and workers occasionally pass by, but no one spares her a second glance or thought. Well, that's funny, because people always stare at cops normally. This isn't right. If someone had been in an accident, why would they stash a damaged truck in such a conspicuous place? Wait, what are these tarps covering over there? Have you found anything on your end? Oh, I like that they've added that now. Not yet. What's wrong? Did you get lost already? I told you to have your coffee this morning. I don't drink coffee. It's too bitter. Not when you dunk a donut or two. God. Come on, let's stay focused on the task at hand. I know the truck we're looking for is hidden around here somewhere. Get over here, quickly. All it would take to screw up everyone's day is if someone had a cheating SO and keying trucks all over the out of spite. That would, yeah. Unbased people call her Clown Slayer. Real ones call her Crown Slayer. She's a great character. I do like her, to be fair. I actually have no issue with her. I just find it funny how unfortunate every single map is for her. Like, every single map is made to just get rid of her the moment she spawns, and it's really funny. In the story, she's actually not really that bad. She gets thrown around once, but otherwise she's, you know, a bit of a sturdy character. I think the problem is she gets thrown around after like 2 or so stages in which you push her and it's absolutely a non-issue of a mini-boss. So that doesn't help when she then gets tossed around easily in canon as well. You hid the truck in the port of Nova Volsini. My guy picked up the goods here. He was only halfway out of the city when the accident happened. And it happened so suddenly. He was too afraid to drive the truck over to Familia Venezia or back to the trucker camp. The truck's cabin got all busted up. The damage was far too noticeable, so he had to turn back. He drove back to this port, the place he knows best. Well, she has a red, I think she has a red bar. But even still, I count her as a mini-boss because she's like Viviana and the other ones. You know, not big bosses that you have to deal with at the end of a stage, but like the ones that appear mid-stage sometimes. And in theory, should be a little bit difficult, but she's the first one you see, so, you know, it's a bit of a non-issue. Where exactly is the truck? Over there. That's the place where all the floats are parked. floats. These giant floats are modelled after the mythical beasts from Siracusan legends. They're going to be the big surprise of the Carnevale. City Hall spent nearly 6 months preparing them. They will lead the Carnival parade across the central avenue and through the entire city, under the gaze of all the citizens. They will bring the festival atmosphere to its peak. She's also in the Vanguard chip stage. Yes, she is. I keep forgetting about that. That's the one with the free gaps, isn't it? As in, like, the free gap that you can plug up with people. The port officials have covered them with a tarp so as to not ruin the surprise. The driver hid the truck under the tarp. Yes, someone disguised it as one of the floats. I'm not sure exactly which truck it is. Wait for me here, I'll go talk to the dispatcher. Uh-oh. Why are the floats moving all of a sudden? Signorina Lavazza, are you going to check each and every float? Don't you think that's a bit much? No, I'm not going to. The crane's mechanical arm tears away the tarp, and the Carnival floats begin rolling out one by one. The bizarre, gigantic beasts are exposed to the daylight, starting the grand parade ahead of schedule. Before Irina can even react, thick black smoke begins to rise at the end of the procession. As if unnerved by the sunlight, one of the floats bursts into flames. Damn. It is the wolf, one of the legendary deities born of the wilderness. When the twin moons are high, the wolves sneak into Siracusan's dreams, invoking their primal nature and teaching them to survive. The wolf is a symbol of Siracusa, its mysterious legends, its long, bloody history, and the limitless future that this new city holds. What do you mean copyright claim? Where? What? What am I missing? I'm trying to think of what it reminds me of. Black Smoke was Zara, yes. Also, did you watch the origins of the Beast Lord's lore video they released last week? No, I might watch that the next stream. But now the deity is bathed in flames and Siracusa's future is slowly turning to ash. What's going on? Naomi, tell the workers to put the fire out now. I'm on it. Wait, look at that float. Doesn't it look like it's been in an accident? You mean, this is a truck we've been looking for? The one that hit the acting mayor? That fire is getting out of control. If we wait for them to put it out, there'll be nothing left. You think this fire was accidental? I just think hiding the truck among the parade floats, then setting it on fire just to destroy the evidence. That's a bit too complicated and blatant. Or maybe that's what they want. It's a message, a provocation. The fire completely engulfs the float, its flickering flames making it appear as though it were alive. The onlookers can almost hear the towering wolf ablaze, roaring in the inferno. A gust of wind blows through, carrying the thick smoke, which spreads like dark clouds enveloping the entire city. Suddenly, Naomi thinks to herself, maybe being a police officer is harder than it looks. There it is again. You're not. My grandma, what big ears you have. Is that going to be the wolf for CD Projekt Red? I know she's one of those as well. Project Red, nice. Okay, I'm glad I was able to call that. Huge fire. It's hard to make out whose likeness was burnt. The burned wolf was molded after. You, me, Zaro, or Agnes? Agnese? I don't know. Who's the you? Who is you? Lazy creature. Not any one of us. Humans can never imagine something beyond their cognition, and they are too fragile, always cowed by fear. Cowed by fear. Perhaps to them, all uncivilized life forms are like this, baring their teeth and full of menace. Regardless of how they created that image, they clearly put a lot of effort into it. It's a shame that it was burned like this. Your wolf pup isn't around. There's no need to act so benevolent. She doesn't know your identity nor the truth behind the conflict, yet she almost helped you win this round of the game. There's no more shameless Signore de Lupi than you, Caesar. Okay. No. Project Red, my dear girl, her hunting skills were subpar, much less so under the influence of humans. Victory was far beyond her grasp. Zara's fang was not killed by her. Agnes's fang has been weakened, but still lives. And you, Vargo. In the first round of the game, your wolf pup hid all too well. Red couldn't even pick up his scent. I remember you once told me that this was the most satisfying choice you've made among our countless rounds of games. Is your wolf pup lying low, waiting for the others to fight to the death so it can jump out of hiding and claim victory? The wilderness has always been this way, has it not? Fargo, do you really think the others can see through your disguise? What if I already know where your wolf pup is hiding? It's not going to be the tailor, is it? The only he I can think of. That we don't already know of. I mean, I suppose it could be Dimitri, but I doubt it, and I doubt it's Leon Tutso because I don't think he had any part in any of it so far. Unless that's the reason why he's been sort of rushing this all along. I'm going... Well, that was loud. Oops. Well, it was loud for me anyway. Hopefully my limiter put that down. But yeah, I'm going to leave it here for now. Let me find someone to raid on the Twitch end of things. The Antux's family was already under Zaro. Yes, that's true. But as far as I know, Leon Tutsu himself doesn't have anything to do with it. Check the search store. Sure, yeah. Let me just look for someone first while I'm... Oh, yes, that's right. I did also want to do the pool, yeah. Okay, let me just have this selected first. Right, there we go. No, not that one. Yeah, I'm just going to do this for now. Okay, so let's have a look at pools. Let's do the pools then. And the shop. Erato. Interesting. And the thing. Nice. And the search store. Let's do the search store. Store. Nice. Nice. Certifications. The red one. So these two are the new ones. Alright, Contrail and Belay. I don't really know much about them, to be honest. And Caper. Contrail can block flying. Okay, that's interesting. Contrail's the first operation that can block flying units. Right. That's very interesting, actually. I'm assuming by flying you mean as in the ones that hover off the ground on the ground tiles. So like the jetpack people, the Dublin people and stuff like that. As opposed to as in like drones. I'm assuming you don't mean them. No, actual flying units. Oh, okay. That's interesting. I'll have to look into that then. Wow, that's interesting. Any drone or aerial units? Okay. I'll definitely have to get it just so that I can see how it works. Headhunt. I think I've got... No, I don't. I'm an idiot. Well, I do. I can use the... No, I'm not going to use the Originate Prime. No, I'm an idiot. I forgot. No. I was thinking 1,600. That's not Arknights. That's... Oh, that's Hoyo games. Do it. I mean, it's a lot. It's going to take a lot of Originate Prime to do a 10 pool. I don't know how I feel about that. I mean, I guess I rarely use it, and I do go through enough stages. Oh, fuck it. Why not? It's been a while. It was 22. Oh. Ow. It's been a while. Okay, well, I've actually used the stuff I saved, so I better get something nice. This is worse than the free 10 pool that I got, where I had at least 2 5 stars. Well, goodbye 22 Originate Prime. And I have every single person here. Oh. Mods ban the people who asked. No, I'm kidding. God damn it. Ow. Fuck. Oh, that hurt. That's what I get for gambling. Now then, let's see who's around. Do it again. I don't have anything to do it now. What do you mean? Okay, I'm gonna throw people at a friend of mine who's currently torturing people in 100% orange juice. Yeah. But yeah, thanks everyone for coming along. It's been great. I'm really liking this event so far. What's the sentence? What did I say? Did I say something dumb? Oh yeah, 100% orange juice, it's a game. But yeah, honestly, I'm really liking this event, as per usual, pretty much. I love the Siracusa events. I don't know, there's just something about it that I really like. But yeah, I'm going to look at stream schedule, making one, basically in like the next hour before I go to sleep. But I'll post that on the stuff. But yeah, thank you everyone for coming along. If you like what you see, make sure to, you know, follow or subscribe, depending on which platform you're on. And I will see you all next time. Bye-bye.